Hi everyone, my name is Jin, one of the developers of GroceryPicker. Today we'll be talking about GroceryPicker and our software engineering achievements as a team. GroceryPicker is an Android application which allows users to save their time and money while doing grocery shopping. GroceryPicker allows you to key in your grocery ingredients and then we will generate a grocery list for you. In a grocery list, each of the items will be the cheapest items among all of the grocery stores in our system. This allows users to purchase a specific item from each grocery stores, saving plenty of time as they do not need to run back and forth between grocery stores to compare prices. For our application is built on multitude of systems. First, we have employed a daily scraping run on a VM instance hosted on Google Cloud platforms. The daily scraping uses Playwright to scrape from multiple grocery store websites, and each of these grocery store websites contain the prices of each ingredient of the ingredients. Hence, by scraping them daily, we ensure that our database contains items with the most updated prices. Secondly, as there's about 500k items among all of the grocery stores we are unable to use standard ways to match grocery items, especially when, let's say, a user keys in bananas. So not all of the ingredients are called bananas. They may be different variants such as Cavendish bananas, etc. Hence, a standard regex matching may not do any justice to find each of the items. Hence, we use semantic matching with retrieval augmented using RAG pipelines. What we do is that we take the user's queries, basically the user wants banana, we vectorize it and then compare it to our database of vectors. In the database of vectors are basically vectors of the 500k grocery items. We will then take the top 10 similar good items which have similar vectors to the query. This allows us to sift through the 500k worth of items extremely quickly, returning similar items quickly. As a result, this increases the accuracy of our GroceryPicker application, allowing us to build grocery lists with the cheapest grocery items quickly. When building this application, there are a bunch of things we did to ensure that our software engineering processes and our software engineering speeds are up to date. First of all, we did version control. We used Git and GitHub as our remote repository. What we did is that every time where we have features, we make sure to create branches where we edit, we do our changes, implementations, or even bug fixing on. After that, once we are done with our work, we create a pull request and we let my partner Kaiwen, or he will let me do the code review of his work. This allows both of us to know to be aware of what we are doing and to allow us to have knowledge of the current code base and what features we have implemented so far. Secondly, we did something called single responsibility principle. We ensure that each component has a specific task and we make each component to be reusable. This also abides by our don't repeat yourself principle, allowing us to write code which is reusable, modular, and reduces a lot of the effort we have to do. We also did bunch of things. We also did plenty of planning with Figma. We use Figma to plan our UI components, such as our homepage over here. And we use Draw.io to plan a lot of the diagrams and UML diagrams. These diagrams are essential as it firstly explains the logic of our code, not only to our teammates, but also to readers who are trying to understand our code in general. The UML diagrams also illuminates a lot of the blind spots our code may have and our logic may have, and allows us to implement the code easily. As all the planning has been done already, coding would then be the easy part of the entire project. We also did plenty of testing to result in a robust application. We did unit testing with front end, we did manual testing, and with back end we used the Jest framework to test our application. This allows us to make sure that our application works fine even after every changes due to our regression testing system, where we test our application every time we do changes. We also do testing when we integrate front end and back end together to make sure the application is running smoothly. Lastly, we did user accepted testing, where we roll out the app early and we let the users feedback on the application to us. Then we did CI/CD with their feedback. We improved on our application and rolled out multiple versions of our application for the users to test after every change. This feedback procedure is very important as it allows us to have enough information to improve our product. That is all we have our Grocery Picker app, and we hope that you like our application. If you're curious to find out more of our application, you can scan the QR code over here or even visit this website to try the application on our web view. Thank you.